Yes. Cheers to you. Cheers to me. And may we each remain in our highest desired reality, in harmony, in love, and in pure light. I know that if you're here right now, you have answered the call and you've just been magnetized to me right here, right now in this moment for truth, for balance, because you are ready for high vibrational bliss. And it definitely means you are part of my soul tribe. You are my high vibing collective. So welcome. I'm Dr. Darlinda Z, the Enhermost Alchemist, and you are entering Souldom. So for today's From Self-Talk to Savage Self-Mastery, the topic at hand is going to be Savage Self-Mastery in the Midst of Chaos. This is episode 1. I'm going to start by stating that there are moments in life when everything feels upside down. When what you've prayed for has not yet happened, has not yet appeared, has not yet manifested before you. When the circumstances around you don't reflect the truth inside of you, when you wake up and the world feels so heavy, so loud, so unsteady, it is in these moments where it is so easy to believe that chaos is the enemy, that the storm has arrived to punish you, that somehow you are failing because life isn't smooth. Life isn't opportunity. Life isn't a blessing. But today I want to speak directly to that lie. You see, because chaos does not arrive in your life to punish you. I can attest to that, literally, from experience. Chaos is and always will be your clarifier. Okay? I also want you to know, yes, chaos has a voice. And you know what? It speaks loudly. It rattles foundations. It shakes up patterns and exposes what is fragile. But I want you to know that it is never here to defeat you. It is here to show you what you are made of. And in this conversation, in this moment, I want you to lean in with me, right? Because I'm going to remind you of something your spirit already knows. True, savage self-mastery is not proven in calm waters. It is revealed in the storm. And with that, I'm going to start with part 1, where I'm going to discuss chaos as a clarifier. When life is easy, when everything flows, when people applaud you and the sun is shining and oh, so bright, it feels good, doesn't it? It feels affirming. But that ease does not build the muscle of the soul. It is in the chaos, the confusion, the unexpected shifts. That's where your roots are tested. I want you to think of chaos as a tree in the middle of a storm. It is you. It is within you. The winds are howling. The rain beats down. The branches sway. And sometimes they bend. And sometimes they break. I know. I know. But I want you to think to yourself, what keeps the tree alive? It is the roots. And you are no different. Chaos does not destroy the tree. It only proves how deep your roots go. So, when chaos arrives at your doorstep, in your home, in your work, in your spirit, in your neighborhood, in your region, in your environment, in your country, on your continent, in every fiber of your existence. Instead of asking yourself, why? I know. I've been there very long time ago. Learned a lot of lessons. But instead of asking yourself, why me? I want you to begin to ask, what is this storm revealing? What part of me is stronger than I thought? What illusion is being stripped away so that truth can stand? Because the truth, here is the truth. Storms can never erase you. They never come to erase you. They come to expose what cannot be shaken. Yes. And with that, let's move on to part 2. Chaos and boundaries. or rather, boundaries and chaos. Yes. So, one of the first lessons of savage self-mastery in chaos is learning boundaries. I can attest to that. When storms hit, I want you to know it's quite common for everyone to want your energy. Fear will demand your attention. Anxiety will try to hijack your imagination. People will reach for your time. They will reach for your strength. They will reach for your recalibration and energy. They will reach for your joy. They will reach for your peace and your voice in every aspect that it can exist, and your availability. But savage self-mastery, it begins when you learn to say no. Never again. Not now. Not going to happen. With a smile. I want you to understand that when you are in the midst of a storm of chaos, not everything, every place, or everyone deserves access to you in that moment. Boundaries and chaos, I want you to know, are not selfish. They are sacred. They are as sacred as loving your own soul can be. They are the walls that protect the fire inside of you from being snuffed out. They are the lines that keep you from drowning in someone else's storm. They are the structure that allows you to stand while others who deservedly, maybe or may not, so fall apart. Boundaries are for you. Think of boundaries as your soul's emergency shelter. When the winds of chaos rise, you don't leave the doors wide open. No. Okay? You close them. You guard what matters. You allow only what fuels you, what fuels your soul, what fuels your intelligence, what fuels your spirit, what feeds you, what grows you with safety, what strengthens you with security to enter. And that, my high-vibing collective, is another aspect of savage self-mastery. The ability to stand in the middle of noise and decide what deserves your energy and what does not. It is in this very moment when you realize chaos has entered the script. In that moment is when you make those decisions. Decisions that will keep you safe, that will expand you, that will evolve your soul, and that which will set you free. Silence as strength. Here's another piece of wisdom. Silence. Silence. If you haven't found out by now, I want you to know that chaos thrives on reaction. It wants you to panic, to prove yourself in every conversation. But silence, silence is how you reclaim your power. It is not weakness. Silence is wisdom. I want to say that it is the pause that prevents you from wasting energy on noise that does not deserve it. It is the space that keeps you centered when all of the world around you tries to pull you in 1,000 directions. In silence, you hear yourself again. In silence, you reconnect with clarity. And I want to preface that with, there will be moments when people misunderstand you. When lies are spoken concerning you, when entire false narratives are created of you, when entire realities are fabricated relating you, when manipulation is an action in the dark, out of your view. Also triangulation. Also intentional dysregulation. When all of these types of elements are thwarted upon you as an attempt to not only attack your psychological safety, but the safety and the stillness and the power of your entire existence. Especially when judgments are thrown. When any number of these things come your way or are happening, and chaos will whisper, defend yourself. Stop it in its tracks. Check them. Prove them wrong. Prove your innocence. Prove that none of it is true. Let it be known that you have the right to protect and defend yourself. right? But true savage self-mastery says, I do not need to waste my breath, my energy, or my time on anything that's low vibrational. My peace is my proof. So let your silence be your strategy. When it is perfectly aligned and with integrity to stand your storm. Let it speak louder than your defense. Because in the storm, oftentimes the most calmest voice is the most powerful, the most respected, the most honored, the most and highest regarded. And I'm speaking in the aspect of when it is with integrity, when it is with compassion, with grace, not just some random scenario, but I'm speaking of the silence required when this type of chaos arrives. Anchoring identity. Now let's talk about identity. Chaos does not just come to rattle circumstances, as you may already know. It comes to rattle who you think you are. And you know, if your worth in any capacity is rooted in titles and approval and how much money you make or invest and how many people like you and who's by your side and who's in your group of friends or collective, I'm going to let you know something. If any of that applies, chaos will strip it away. Right on away. And when it does, you'll be left questioning everything. But, and this is a big but, but when your identity is anchored in who you truly are, beyond any circumstance, beyond applause, accolades, beyond possessions, popularity, okay? Beyond any of those things, any of those components, then no storm can touch you. Literally, no storm can touch you. I'm speaking from experience. This is why alignment matters. This is why knowing yourself matters. Because when the wind blows, When the world shakes and when betrayal cuts deep, and unfortunately, at some point in each of our lives, we will experience betrayal, either personally or professionally, or even environmentally, spatially, emotionally, physically, psychologically, intellectually. But guess what? When betrayal cuts deep, in the midst of any kind of chaos, you remain. I want you to say it out loud with me. I remain no matter what. I remain. That is the mantra of savage self-mastery in chaos. I remain. I remain aligned. I remain grounded. I remain with integrity and grace and compassion. I remain whole. No matter what is stripped away, when you are truly aligned and connected to who you truly are, your essence, your truth, your spirit and soul remains. Transformation and chaos. So this one, this is the one, right? I want you to think back over your life. Okay. What moments changed you the most? Think sincerely. Were they the easy ones? Think. Were they the calm ones? Or were they the storms? Most of the time, your greatest, most evolutionary form of growth happened not in peace, but in pressure. Not in certainty, but in uncertainty. Not in comfort, but in chaos. You see, chaos builds resilience. Chaos forces innovation. Chaos births clarity. It is the storm that teaches you how strong you really are. You do not have to want it. No one's walking around saying, oh, chaos. Oh. No. You do not have to want it. You do not have to glorify chaos, right? I'm having this discussion because it's based upon when chaos comes. When it arrives, it's about being ready to know what you will choose if or when. You can choose Will I let this storm drown me? Or will I let it shape me into who I know I already am on an even deeper level? It is in this decision, I'm talking about the moment of this decision, when it arrives. The decision is an aspect of savage self-mastery. The call to savage self-mastery. So what does savage self-mastery in chaos really look like? It looks like choosing peace when panic is easier. It looks like protecting your energy when the world demands all of you. It looks like your silence when noise tempts you to react. It looks like anchoring yourself in truth, not in circumstance. Savage self-mastery in chaos is not about controlling the storm. Savage self-mastery, it is about not letting the storm control you. And in closing, when the next time life feels upside down, when you're feeling, yes, it has arrived, it's here, I want you to remember this. Chaos is not here to erase you. No. Chaos is here to unveil you. It is unveiling your strength. It is unveiling your power. It is unveiling your capacity to rise and evolve. It is unveiling your resilience at the most soulful level possible. It is unveiling your truth. Storms do not define you. They refine you. And when the wind settles, when the noise fades, when the dust clears, what will remain is unshakable. Yes. Undeniable proof that you are greater than any storm you've ever faced, any storm you've ever had to go through, any storm you've survived, endured, or have overcome. Chaos does not get the final word. Your alignment does. Your peace does. And your truth does. And that right there is savage self-mastery in motion in the midst of chaos. I thank you for joining in with me on this episode of From Self-Talk to Savage Self-Mastery. And that is it. That is all. There isn't any more right now. Tuning to a different frequency right now with Dr. Darlinda Z, the Enhermost Alchemist. Until next time. Savage Self-Mastery, the fierce path to freedom, innate power, and an unstoppable life. Click the link in the description box below to sign up today. Your fierce path to freedom begins here.